Hi, I'm Sarah Tresser and I'm here to speak with you today about the Hydrovection with the menu select control panel in hot air mode. I will be going through 3 different types of programming. First, we will have a pre-selected program already in the menu select control panel. Second, we will do some manual cooking. And third, we will do develop a program ourselves. And now we're going to do some cookies in the pre-selected program, which is already standard in the control panel. And we get to that by just simply turning the dial to cookies, and then pushing it in. Now it will say read cookies on the control panel, and will tell you when the oven is preheated and ready for you to load by saying load. Another unique feature of the Hydrovection is the dependent door with the catch-latch system. You actually pull the handle towards yourselves to open the door, and now we can load our cookies. Chef, thank you. And now we simply just close the door and push start. And next we're going to do some manual cooking. We're going to bake some chocolate chip cookies, white chocolate apricot bread pudding, an apple tart, and some biscuits. We are able to do this all in the same oven because they will bake at with the same temperature, and there is no flavor transfer. We will set the time for the chocolate chip cookies because they will come out first, and then for the rest of the products we will just monitor by using the Bake More button and the glass doors and the halogen lights. And now that our oven's loaded, we're going to enter our manual cooking parameters. First, we'll set the temperature by hitting the temperature key and either using the dial to change the temperature or the numeric keypad by just entering the numbers. And then you just push the dial to activate. So now your oven temperature is set. And next, we'll set the time by pressing the time key. You can either use the dial for 1-minute increments, or you can use the numeric keypad if you need minutes and seconds. Then you push the dial in to activate. If you would like to change your fan speed, you would push your fan in, select your speed out of the 4 fan speeds: gentle, low, high, or turbo. For this we'll use high, and you push the dial to activate. Next you have the choice of manual or auto reversal for your fan. For baking purposes, a manual reversal is beneficial because you can set it for the product that you have in there so it stays even on both sides. And now that our parameters are programmed, that's all we need to do is hit start to start our bake cycle. The timer's going off. Let's see if our cookies are done. Do you see? It's saying that they're done. And with the glass, we can actually check to make sure that they're done. And they're done. We just hit the stop button to stop the beep from beeping. Open our oven, and there we go. Oh look, some of our items out of our manual bake must be done. And with the glass doors, we can see that the product's not exactly done yet. So we can address that by just using the Bake More button. This button will add a minute every time you push it. And you can push it as many times as you'd like. And now we're going to write a program. First you select by pushing the program key in and turning the dial to an open slot. And push the dial in to select. Turn it to edit name to rename the product. And you can either use the dial or the numeric keypad. We're going to call this bread, so you just push it until that B comes up, and the dial, if you push in the dial, it advances you to the next letter. And you repeat the process until you have the name you desire. There you go. You hit program again, and it brings you into the stages. You can actually do 6 stages in the menu select control with the menu select control panel, and for our bread it will be a 2-stage program. So you select by pushing the dial in, and now you do your cook time again using the dial for 1-minute increments or the keypad for minutes and seconds. We are going to actually do it for 1 minute because we're going to use the hydro mode for steam. You can select hydro. 100% will give us a little bit of moisture in the cavity. And then we select our temperature. Because we're doing bread, we're going to start off hot because that moisture on the element will bring the temperature down just a little bit. Our fan speed for this, I would like to use gentle. Auto reversal is fine because it's only a 1-minute stage, and the vent will be closed. You advance to the next stage by turning the dial to highlight what you would like, and then push the dial in. And now we are on stage 2. We'll set the time, set our mode for hot air, temperature, and our fan speed. High is fine for this. We would like a manual reversal with a 4-minute, and our vent I would like open. And now our program is done. So we turn the dial to exit, push it in, push program 1 more time, and it will ask you if you'd like to save it, and for ours we would. And now that we've written our program, we're ready to make some bread. First we're going to score our bread to get it ready to load into the oven. Now that our product's loaded, we just want to scroll down, locate our bread, push it in to enter, bread comes up, and we can hit start. And now, here's our bread that we did the program for a little bit earlier. Just a quick little recap of all the wonderful things that the Hydrovection can do for you. We've done a puff pastry filled with almond filling and apples. I'll finish that a little bit later with an apricot glaze. You can do beautiful apple pies and artisan quality breads, cakes. Here's the bread pudding that we did earlier. And there's a couple key features of the oven that I would like to remind you of, and that would be the auto reversing fan and the 4 fan speeds. One reason why we can get our cookies looking this even on all sides with no burnt edges or raw centers is because we have done the lower fan speed because I did a full load. This is a quick tip for you. We did a full 5-pan load, so I reduced the fan speed to low and set the auto reversal time for a 3-minute reversal, so that way I wouldn't get any burnt edges, and it'll allow the cookie to cook all the way into the center. And this is how you can get a nice even bake every time. The quality and the product that you can get out of this oven from a baker's standpoint, you are just going to be in awe. Every time you can modify and get your programs, either use the preloaded ones or write your own to modify and perfect your product. Every single time you can get product out of the oven, out of the Hydrovection, just like this. If you take a little time and write your programs or use the preloaded ones, you'll be happy every single time.